Hey there, Brent here from Custom Challenge, and as you can see, I'm playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and the latest update, the I'm Not a Hipster update, came with an interesting vehicle. That is the Dubsta 6x6 vehicle, which is what you're looking at right here. Now, what's interesting about it is that it only unlocks after you reach level 100, and then, as you can see, obviously I've done that, and it's 249,000. So it's fairly expensive. Now, I've got it all kind of decked out crazy colors here in part so that I could show you where the different colors were, and you can customize the front end here. I have the pull bar with lights and tow winch because why not? And then there's the roof rack, which comes in black, chrome, and then both of those variants have lights. There's the hood, which I have the off-road hood on. There's also a variant where it has a spare tire, but I didn't like the way that looked. So anyway, I thought I would take a look at this vehicle because it's actually pretty fun. I don't have any of the engine upgrades or anything like that in it yet because I didn't realize that there was going to be another update coming out with more vehicles, and certainly not a vehicle that I was going to like so much as this. So I just got done customizing a lot of the vehicles that I already owned. I brought them up to levels that, you know, the ones that were falling behind, I brought them up and I switched up the colors on a lot of them. So yeah, this thing has 6 wheels. It's classified as an off-road vehicle, and for very good reason. This thing is great off-road, and I can already say that when it comes to getting in police chases, when they set up like roadblocks, this vehicle does not care about roadblocks. Really, it doesn't. It just smashes everything aside. So it has 6 people. It can hold 6 people. The driver, the passenger, 2 people in the back seat, and then 2 people actually ride in the bed, the truck bed on the back. Now, this thing is decently fast. It is great off-road, and the one spot where it kind of suffers is its handling, because since it's such a long vehicle, its turning radius is pretty wide, but other than that. So, a couple other things that came out with the update that only unlock after level 100 is they added 2 new paints under metals. And that is the pure gold and the brushed gold, and both of those are alright, and I mean they're a lot better than the gold paint that was available. Look at that airtime. Anyway. What was I saying? The gold metals that they added, they're nice. I mean, they're a lot better than the gold paint that was available, except, like I said, they're both at, oh, hey, you're not being very friendly. They're both only available at level 100 or higher. Okay, let's demonstrate this new pistol. You wanna fight me? Freaking prick. Ow. Please don't be a train. That'd be great. Yep, there's a train. Get off the track. Oh, that would have been just swell, getting run over by the train and have my friggin' vehicle probably get impounded or something. Anyway, the paints are pretty good. Again, they're only unlocked at level 100, and I know a lot of people are already 100 or higher, but then I know there's also a lot more people who are not. So once you get to that point, try those out if you want. They're fairly expensive for paints, but then, yeah. Some of the other vehicles that were added, there's a couple of vehicles that are classified as muscle cars. There's a little smart car. Here, I'll just bring them up. There's a bunch of vehicles that were added for buying, but they're not new to the game. Let's see, nothing under this. No new vehicles here. So the Dubsta 6x6 is actually under Warstock Cash and Carry, and it's right here, and it's very nice. It's very fun to drive. Probably not great for racing, but if you're whenever they finally release Heist, I think this vehicle would be good for it. Now, the rest of the vehicles are under here. So these are the new ones. I haven't actually driven any of them yet. I was mainly focused on getting the Dubsta video because that's new. Next thing I want to do is probably this, because it's just ridiculous looking vehicle. I've seen what these are based on in real life, and they're pretty much big enough for like you and a roll of toilet paper, so pretty freaking small cars. A lot of vehicles were added that you can now buy that you couldn't buy before. Like this, you can buy it clean, not beat up. Supposedly this is available in a clean form, but I'm not sure if that was what it was. I may have read that wrong. You can now buy the Picador, which is cool because I wanted to set up a Pikachu Picador where it's yellow and red and brown, you know, so on. Probably not going to do that now because I already have so many muscle cars. I have 3. I have the Dominator, the Phoenix, and I just got the Sabre Turbo, which I'll head back to my garage and take a look at that. Since I'm doing a vehicle video, I might as well. One question that some people have on forums online is they're trying to look for vehicles that replicate certain shows. You might look for like a Dukes of Hazzard car, or you know, something along those lines. Ooh, wow, I almost got hit by the train again. Well, not again, because I didn't get hit by the train before, but I almost, again, I almost got hit by the train. Okay. I'm trying to figure out... Shut up. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my garage. I'm going to basically show what I've been spending my money on, and park this and bring it up its stats so you can take a look at it. Like I said, I don't have any of the engine upgrades yet, so there's that. And I went with the blue and lime green on this. Both of them are matte blue and matte lime green, because when I was looking at the front end and I put that tow bar on there with the winch, it really reminded me of this little remote control car I used to have when it was little, and it came with 2 cars. It came with an orange and black one, and then a blue and lime green one, and I always drove the blue one because I just really liked the way it looked, and it's just kind of a bit of a flashback to that, and both of them had a little tow winch hook thing on the front. So there's the stats. It's big vehicles, so it's actually blocking the last row. Top speed's decent, acceleration's decent, braking is, well, standard, I guess. Traction is actually, it feels a bit more than that. So what I've been spending my money on is I got that and the SUV at the end, which is from the last update. I've kind of decked that up, made it look cool. I armored it up. Now, the vehicle I was talking about with the customizing vehicles to look like certain shows, one that came up is, I actually like the show Supernatural, and their vehicle in Supernatural is a 1967 Chevy Impala. Now, since there isn't an exact vehicle of a Chevy Impala, a lot of people are trying to find the closest thing. Some people are saying Buccaneer, some people are saying Voodoo, and some people are saying the Vigero. Now, the thing I have against each of those is the Vigero has the mirrors closer up to the front, and the what I have here is the Sabre Turbo, which has the mirrors in the correct spot. The Voodoo, it is based off a Chevy Impala, but it's based off an older version of the Chevy Impala, so it's not really the same vehicle. I mean, sorry, it just doesn't look right. Buccaneer was another one that came up, and what I have to point out is the front end. The lights didn't match. So what I actually did was I brought up a picture of the 1967 Chevy Impala, and I looked at the front, because that's mainly what I was focusing on, and I realized that the Sabre Turbo, I used to have one of these. The Sabre Turbo, I used to have one of these earlier. I switched it out for my Dominator, but the Sabre Turbo actually I think looks closest to the front end and the side view, I guess. The back end doesn't quite match, but that's not really what I was going for. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. So back to the Dubsta. Whenever they finally release Heist, this is probably going to be my go-to. Gonna get some people together, gonna play. I really wanted to get my friend Devin back in a game and play some more Grand Theft Auto or something, and he has actually informed me that his Xbox died, completely burned out, and he doesn't have the money to replace it, so that's too bad. I'm hoping at some point in the future he might be able to either replace it, or he might get an Xbox One, because in the future I'm going to get an Xbox One, because finally there is something that is unique to the Xbox One that's coming out that I actually want. And that is the Halo Master Chief Collection, where it's all of the Halo games on one console, in one bundle. And I'm thinking that is awesome. So that would be the one thing I would get the Xbox One for so far. I mean, you could say, oh, there's Titanfall, but that's on the 360 as well. So I have it on 360. Now, I know there's other games out there, like Battlefield is out for it, and Grand Theft Auto 5 is finally going to be coming out for the next-gen consoles and PC, so, you know, people are going to have some fun with that. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff like that. And Minecraft, supposedly, the Minecraft on the next-gen console, the worlds are going to be like 25 times bigger, so that's kind of cool, I suppose. I just started another Minecraft series, started recording it, haven't uploaded any of it yet, but it's Jungle Survival. Now, it's Jungle Island Survival. I had to find a little world seed for it. I know somebody's going to call on me. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, you must have been creative. No, well, no, you actually do spawn on that world, and if you do actually try to load in, it does say it was in creative, but it was not actually in creative. It was just, I had host options on so I could fly around and actually make sure that the island was what I wanted, because the world seed was actually, I looked it up on Google, so. Alright, so I've had enough of this. Let's see if I can get into a job, thank you, host a job, my jobs, races, because that's all I have. What goes up? That's where I'm going to go, and I'm going to show that this vehicle destroys hills, and it better, because, I mean, it was, I could either do a couple of videos of two of the different vehicles they came out with, or one of this vehicle, and I decided to go with this one. So after this, I am going to record some Battlefield. Titanfall came out with Expedition, and for whatever derped out reason, I didn't realize that had come out, so guess I wasn't paying attention. So I'm gonna actually download Expedition and try and get some games in on that. And so Battlefield, Titanfall, what was the other one? Oh, Minecraft. The maze I was building, bit of a delay, I know, I'm saying it again. I'm building more floors, but it's not taking up the entire space of the rest of the maze. It's just a tower section of a maze. It's basically a prototype for another type of maze I might build in the future, depending on how this one turns out. So, again, I'm sticking to my promise. As soon as that maze is done, I'm going to try and get some people together, and I'm going to live stream them going through it, and I'm going to allow people to actually join in try it out for themselves. So this isn't the best example right here of this vehicle taking on hills, because this isn't very steep, but when we get to the steeper parts, you'll really see it. And I'm sure there's going to be some videos out of people driving around in these. Maybe Vanos might do something. I like Vanos, his channel. They're always pretty funny. Achievement Hunter, their Let's Plays, they have a Roosevelt as their crew vehicle in their videos, and I think they could upgrade to this, because I mean it handles roughly the same, but well, I don't know, depends. They might want to keep it classy. I have a Roosevelt as well, and I crammed like all hell to get that thing before the the event ended and they took them off the market. So of course I'm keeping my Roosevelt. You can see this thing is starting to get steep now, but this thing does not care. It really doesn't. Like, I don't have to be careful with the throttle, try and keep it from losing its traction. Oh, and people say, oh, you gotta have off-road vehicles because they handle better. But the vehicles are for aesthetics only. It doesn't actually make anything of a difference. So whatever vehicle, whatever tires you like, go for it. And I have SUV tires on here because the rims look really big, and I think it kind of gives the illusion that the tires are bigger. So, I don't know. That's my thought on it, and I just like the way it looks. Some of the off-road tires look pretty nice, but I was thinking if I'm going to trip this thing out with funny colors, I might as well make the tires match, and if I can get a nice big inner rim on it, it shows the color a little better. So yeah, I slowed down on that one because I didn't, on that ledge, because I didn't want to go flying off the edge of the cliff. So yeah, whenever they finally released Heist, people are really starting to get mad, and I'm actually starting to get annoyed saying that because I keep reading news things of it's going to be out next week, and it's like, no it hasn't, because that was, 4 months ago, so, or something similar like that. I don't actually remember the article from 4 months ago, but when this game was released, the big thing was Heist, and we're still waiting on that. If you want to see some similar stuff, go check out, go check out Achievement Hunter's videos where they take turns coming up with ridiculous jobs for them to complete. And, I'll spoiler alert, they tend to fail and die a lot, but it is still really funny, so go check them out. I mean, you already should if you're on YouTube watching gaming videos. They're like the big thing, so I mean, okay, so I'm at the top. Now, going down the hill in this thing is going to be fun because it rolls really well. It doesn't explode quite as easily as some of the other off-road vehicles, the light off-road vehicles like the Dubsta, and medium, kind of like the injection. Wow, Rock, thank you. Thanks, Rock. Not the Rock, but Rock for stopping me there. I want to point this out because it's people I know on Facebook are freaking out. They're like, oh, The Rock is dead, Dwayne Johnson's dead. It's like, did you actually bother to read to the bottom of that article? It's a completely fake article. It's all fiction. They said that. The entire site is for satirical news. It's not real. And people take it and they flip out and they're like, oh my god, rest in peace. It's like, he's fine. He's probably taking a nap. Honestly. Doing whatever it is he does. But I see that for a lot of celebrities. I mean, some of them, they come out with the fake, oh, he's dead, and then a short while later he's actually dead, and they're like, oh, now we feel terrible for joking about it. But yeah, they're saying, oh, the article that I'm talking about, or people on my Facebook were freaking out about it, was, oh, he died filming Fast and Furious 7. It's like, I really don't think so, considering he's filmed another movie after Fast and Furious 7, so that'd be difficult. While we're on topic of Fast and Furious, rest in peace, Paul Walker, I mean, that's gonna kind of, I'm curious as to how they're actually gonna do that now, because his accident, he died like halfway through filming, so what's gonna happen with the series now anyway? So that was too bad. Right, so you saw this thing take out on a hill going up, didn't care. Saw it go down, really didn't care. Got some broken windows, but that's about it. It takes damage pretty well, and big stretch. I'm probably gonna go get lunch here after this, actually. So, Brent, custom challenge. There's me. The unlucky ones is my crew. I made the crew. So, Brent from Custom Challenge saying, challenge complete, and my review of the Dubsta 6x6. Positive. It's fun. It's a nice vehicle. I really like it. For a game that's adding in a lot of DLC vehicles, I really like it. Now, if I have to recommend or ask for a vehicle, I would actually like a direct replica or clone or similar, as close as you can get to an actual Chevrolet Impala, in 1967 Impala, like the Supernatural one, so that all the fans could stop being like arguing over which vehicle is closest. And I actually like the show. I mean, I've been I missed the last season 10, I think, season 9 maybe, whichever season it is that's rerunning right now, and I'm watching that. I wish it would come out on Netflix because I missed the first 2 episodes. So, Brent from Custom Challenge, saying challenge complete. Thanks for watching. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Oh yeah, hey, that was a review thing on the screen, but that lasted about a second. So, Brent from Custom Challenge saying challenge complete, and enjoy. I know I've said that like 4 times already, so I should just probably hit end record here. Like right now.